Matching hundreds. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Redskins. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godwin and Charles Davis.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Alex Smith ready to lead the Redskins here. And many wondered if Smith would ever play again following that difficult-to-watch leg injury suffered against the Texans last season. But at age 35, Smith is back and ready to give it another go.
70, Indy. Check 3.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season, it's Adrian Peterson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. And a quick look at Washington's offense.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing is Smith. And that is incomplete. A look at the starters now defensively for the Bears. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Paul Richardson. Incomplete.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. So here come the Bears under second-year coach Matt Nagy. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ball game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is taken in at the 5. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Trubisky. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he stopped immediately there. And now a look at the Washington defense.
At corner is Josh Norman. I would think he would want to quibble a little bit. Actually, you know Josh would have a full discussion with the metrics people who say that maybe he's not the elite lockdown corner he thinks he is. He would say, ask all the receivers in the NFC East. They would think differently because a day against Josh Norman is a very difficult day for any receiver.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it.
I'm coming. Shift. Watch the shift.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
2nd and 5 now. Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Chicago.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Spinning past him. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Back to throw, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Cohen. The rushing numbers last week for Cohen, 25 carries, 113 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And the Bears 1st down.
Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
17 yards.
Number 53. Mike 53. Come on, man. Let's see what you got.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They start the drive with Peterson. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Now Peterson running right. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. Gets past one man and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. Trubisky now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Burton here. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Trubisky to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
4 yards. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He finds Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen. His first touchdown of the new season as the Bears push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10, Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Smith hands off to Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A 10th carry now for Peterson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. at the 37-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now a quick pass to Richardson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo.
98 to Mike.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. Here's Smith, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Well, they had a gain of 1, then 2, and now 3. Throwing again on second down. Smith, and this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Josh Dotson. Touchdown, Redskins.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far. This one's away.
Come on, fellas.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A reminder that we kick off Week 4 on Thursday night. A good one in Lambeau. Eagles and Packers, two teams with eyes on the playoffs this year in the NFC. Coverage starting at 8:20 Eastern. And hard to believe it, we also have a couple of teams coming up on a bye week already in Week 4, the Jets and the Niners. They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it'll be second and goal. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Throwing is Smith. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now Smith on third and goal. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Now Cohen, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson.
Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So a change of possession here on the punt. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people would think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Back to throw, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning.
Now heavy Redskin pressure, and they block it. So much for pinning him really deep. Short punt could have pinned him inside the 10. Now great field position the other way.
It's never good when you're punting the ball and your eyes see the ball go back behind you.
No.
In however form, whether it's over your head or to the side, never good. Now it becomes a race to get to the football so they don't pick it up and take it all the way.
59. You're not ready. You're not ready. You go take. Let's go. Take.
On 1st down, it's Peterson. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's go.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
59. Who that?
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jeremy Sprinkle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And our focus now moves to Adrian Peterson. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my... Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
On second down now, it's Peterson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Peterson, the ball carrier. Brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Smith now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Peterson. He's been busy tonight. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Cohen. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. This is taken at the 23. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Smith throwing again. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And along with the rest of his offense, here comes Jordan Reed now. And the numbers show it, low involvement early. But since he's been involved, it's been a good thing for this offense.
Indeed it has, and when you're able to finally get him going, get him fully integrated into the offense, things feel a whole lot better for your team. It expands everything that they do trying to move the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Here's a screen to Powell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now Smith, and that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They begin with a run by Davis, and he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Trubisky will throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Again, Peterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On first down, here's Love. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Alex Smith keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Crunch time, defense.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Able to find Shaheen here. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Davis. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On second and very short, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, his 2nd sack of the night.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Hard throw, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. 3rd down here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Peterson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down. On 1st down, it's Peterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. They run again with Peterson. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They go play action here on first down. And he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis. And it's 3rd and short. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The left tackle, Trent Williams, guilty there.
Let's go. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Peterson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every.
And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
The guilty party that time, Charles Leno Jr. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got a man. It's Peterson complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Deron Payne in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Redskins, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped